Wait, wait. You gotta wait. This is the same engine. What? Maybe the video hasn't come out, maybe it has, but I played Not Involved, and this is the exactly same menu. Is it the same developer? Wait, let me look. It is not the same developer. Amazingly enough, because it looked so similar. The music, the menu, everything. Yeah. And before you say anything, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Wait. I don't have any excuses. I don't have anything to say either. I'm playing Deluge. It's supposed to be something about, I don't know. It's a story. It's a visual novel. So again, like I said with Not Involved, if you do not enjoy visual novels, story reading, any of these, you might want to skip ahead or you might want to skip the video because then it ain't gonna be something for you. But yeah, I'm a little bit excited for this game because it didn't like, I don't think anyone has played this. I saw on the game page and there was no comments, nothing about it. Like, so I don't think anybody has played this. So if I'm the first one, congrats to myself. I'll be the first one to review this game and this visual novel. So let's start. Please press. Okay. Right off the bat, you have to give me more than a second to read all of that. She's oblivious to the rolling waves. What? You're not letting the instant's thunder. Okay. The purple rain is soaked her winding obsidian hair. There she is. And she stared at me with an intent fanical gaze in her eyes. There was... Suddenly the lurch of barking bus shook me from my dreams. In a state of panic, I exited the vehicle. Okay. Although it wasn't until I had disappeared into the distance that I noticed that I had gotten off on one stop too early. And as the memories of my dream faded from my conscious mind, I soon became preoccupied with the worries more mundane in nature. For I had wasted yet another weekend fruitlessly inquiring local businesses for the part-time employment. You should have tried during harvest, they reply. Regretfully, if I didn't just laugh in my face. Oh shit. I was beginning to run out of options. To getting a job? Due to setbacks at my father's work, the same that had led him to slash my weekly allowance, we were forced to relocate to Abbotsford, an agricultural town with low cost of living. To me it felt like the apocalypse. I lost my home, my friends, my indulgent city life. Now I couldn't even find a job. Oh shit. But in retrospect, I'll admit that these were peaceful days, where the money was the greatest problem of my carefree mind. Can you chill? Can you not? Can I choose when I think it's a narrative story. That was before I realized I had a stalker. What? Hello there. Leaves present. I have known a great light in the sea. Have you seen the eyes of the Leviathan? These tombs have witnessed the drawing of a man. The centuries look up on us now. Who are you? Boundless of mass human being, flowing in the stream without banks. Okay. Deluge. Okay, that was just the intro. Okay. Threnody of the crashing waves. Okay. Hello, you three. Now that grapes of wrath have borne their fruit, the serpent coils through endless depths. Decades of fright and sorrow will converge in a Threnody of crashing waves. Okay. Hello there, woman. Ina, I saw you loitering around the stores yesterday. You better admit it. Oh, that's her. Her name was Ina, a strange, determined girl. Although she was in the same class as I wouldn't be able to say who her friends were. Okay. Abe. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, so I'm Abe. They saw a man is only as good as his labor. I got just one thing for you. Huh? Please follow me up to my office. Wait, ain't I at school? Is this my teacher? What's the deal? Part 1, Pastoral. Okay. Oh, that's a nice office. I followed her into a small clutter room that was situated next to the teacher's lounge. It's so unbearably hot in here. Let me take off the horrible uniform. Carelessly, she removed her vest and jersey, crumbling them into a ball which she dropped in the corner of the room. Okay, hold on. Wait, this is not supposed to be weird. I don't understand why they're making us wear viscose. It's practically tropical outside. She turned to me. Hello. You're anxious to get started, right? Let me explain what your duties will entail. Oh, I work at the school. I need someone to deliver newspaper. Don't worry, I can see a panic forming in your eyes. Brains, however, are entirely optional for this job. Oh, you fucking bitch. She cut me off. If there's one thing this village is famous for, it's the stellar quality of our newspaper, the Sunday Abbot. Or at least it since took over as editor-in-chief. Okay. The Abbot doesn't play games, you know? 4th place in the national ranking of school papers and an honorable mention by the Evening Mirror. I didn't know we had a school paper. I didn't. A school paper were much more than that. Crime, corruption, unsolved mysteries. Do you know we were the first to break news on Sandford House affair? I didn't. And I have much more up my sleeve. Okay. So what do you say? Will you take the job? Wait, okay. Chill. Okay. I like it so far. I do like it. It has like a cool story already, and you know, I work at a school apparently. I'm a newspaper boy at a school. Okay. But give me exactly 1 second to read the first I don't know what it was. I didn't get to read 1 word from the 2 first black pages. Like I didn't get to read shit. I saw something about the character and there was nothing else. I have to read it in editing. So yeah, and I like the automatic text, like the text move automatic. I don't have to click anything or do anything unless I have a choice, like here. But it kind of would be good because not everybody is as fast as reader as I am. So maybe put in like steps, but that's for you to decide. I like it so far anyway. We'll take the job. I had something more respectable in mind. I bet better than nothing. If I'm struggling to get a job, I should just take what I can find. Great, let me show you my mock-up for this week's issue. Bucolic cover-up. This week's reporting an interesting case is linked to a murder that happened last summer, quite some time before you arrived here. Okay. Back then we brought the news of a seasonal worker who fell victim to a violent attack of one of the local farms. It was a late night. He was on the way to sleeping quarters after his shift ended, when suddenly he was struck from behind by an anonymous assailant. Ooh. Okay. Ina, in her apparent excitement, had begun tapping her right hand rhythmically against her skirt. Okay. His colleagues discovered him next morning, more dead than alive. They transferred him to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Sadly, he wasn't able to get the testimony before he died. Poor guy. A full year has passed since the fateful night, so I decided to do a diligence. I went down to the police station to ask how the investigation on the attack was coming along. However, the receptionist told me the case had been closed. Ooh, okay. Case closed? I asked her, then who was the culprit? But she said the perpetrator had never been found. Ooh. Then when I asked her if I could see the case file, she just mumbled something and directed me to the exit. Ooh, okay. I know exactly what goes on down there. They never did a proper investigation. You know the guy who owns the farm where it all happened? He has ties to the town mayor. They're corrupt to the bone, each and every one of them. This place is ruled by a small cracking of cronies that can do as they like as long as their powers go unchecked. That's why you need a quality newspaper to shine light in the darkness. Ooh, that's cool. You could detect a tremble in her voice. We really need a paperboy. Do it for your community, Abe. Those poor wretches need you. Okay. By the time I already begun to notice the first signs of Ina's compelling presence, they were ascribed its youthful accuracy at the time, not paying it any further attention. The afternoon was drawing to an end. Okay. Wordlessly, we gathered up our belongings and headed towards the stairs. Cool. Cool so far. Let's get down to business. Okay. We have just under 2,000 subscribers. I'll pay you 2 cents per paper delivered. That should add up decent salary for a morning's work. Okay. Now remember, the printer will deliver tomorrow at 5 in the morning, so I want to see you there is no later than 5:15 a.m. That's okay. I can do that. I'm not really sure for a morning person. See you then. Oh, I want to sleep. That night I lay in turmoil, pondering whether I should even indulge Ina's ridiculous offer. That is pretty ridiculous. While a new trick continuous tapping played through my head like a stenotype. Oh, everything's went dark. Morning came up all too soon. Hello? So you're finally there. The delivery guys left ages ago. I could have used some help with the boxes. Ina didn't appear the least bit thrilled to see me. Okay, you fucking bitch. Here's a list of all the addresses sorting by proximity to the school. Please try not to get lost. I won't. I'm off now. I have a lot of reading to catch up on. You can call me when you're done. I won't. She handed me a small business card with her number on it. Chief editor of Sunday Abbott was printed below her name, tasteful lettering. Cool. I have a question. Though she appeared anxious to leave, she turned around at the last moment hesitated. What? Okay. So why does it call it Sunday Abbott? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense, does it? It's delivered on Saturday. That's just the way it always been. We deliver on Saturdays and the people read it on Sundays. Some of our subscribers are very old-fashioned, you know. They wouldn't want us working during Sabbath. Anyway, good luck with your first day on the job. Okay, thank you. Guess I'm working now. I reassigned myself to the arduous labor, even though it was October already and a natural sticky heat permeated the air that made my work all the more unbearable. How quickly my situation had taken a turn for the worse. No more than just 2 months ago I had been enjoying life among the nation's elite, headed to bright the role on the world stage. I thought that was my dog barking. It wasn't. I would be pained to see myself now spreading gutter journalism for a slave wage. But then out of nowhere a snapping shadow lunged at me. The street erupted in violent mayhem as I fought to keep the dog razor-sharp fangs away from my jugular, using my messenger bag to shield me from all his devouring clutches. What the fuck is happening? I was in a state of panic, frantically attempting to block its strikes as I thought path to safety. And without further hesitation, I leap over garden away from the figure was a hound territory. Okay. Scared of dogs. Sigur, what? What kind of name is that? I must have ran at least 4 blocks before collapsing into a playground bench. I took some time to come to my senses, all while cursing Ina for not disclosing the dangers of the job. What dog is named Sigurd? If I encounter one more dog today, I will definitely... Sigurd! Over the sound of my heavy breathing, I could discern a fragile voice calling out. Okay. Sigurd again. Who is Sigurd? Please stop hiding, Sigurd. Okay. A girl appeared, her eyes as bright as the summer sky. Okay. Hi there, are you delivering the mail? She seemed distracted by my sudden presence. No signs of her prior distress remained. Calling it mail may be an overstatement. It's just a weekly paper. You dumb bitch. I love to work as a postman one day. The honor, the excitement. What? To see the light people in the eyes when they receive the offering news. Are you dumb or something? I have the good check. Yeah. I know someone you might like to meet. Yeah. Sigurd! She was again at the top of her lungs. Are you looking for someone? It's just my little brother, Sigurd. He loves playing hide and seek. He made me count to 100 this time. When I turned around, he had disappeared without a trace. Oh. Isn't that the object of the game? That was almost half an hour ago. Usually don't stray so far. Oh, half an hour ago. Huh? Well, I really hope you find him. I have to move now. They don't pay me to be by an hour. Will you please look out for Sigurd? He's wearing a light red fleece. I told him it was far too warm for his winter clothes, but he never listens. What the fuck? Will you let me know if you see him? I really have a lot of work to do. I can see if I see him, but if I don't, I don't. So you're the best. Please send him over if you find him. No problem. Okay. I'm looking for Sigurd, apparently. Every mansion had a garden, and every garden had a gate, and every cursed garden gate added 3 more seconds to my seemingly endless route. I really didn't mind the apartment complexes, which had their letterboxes stacked conveniently together, but these gardens were ruining my average. I was gradually coming to a conclusion that Ina had played me for a fool, when suddenly the infernal beast returned with an abandon. It began fiercely snapping at my leg. Oh my god. Karen, there, Fierce, the man's doing an important job. I let the she wrangle the dog away from the quivering limbs. I'm sorry. Fierce is usually very kind, but it takes him a while to get used to strangers. Your dog has been terrorizing me all morning, Karen. Oh, Fierce isn't my dog. He lives here. The community has adopted him. Oh. You must be new to town. Yeah, I'm Karen. I work at the city council. Welcome to the beautiful monopoly of Abbotsford. I know it's Karen. I'm just saying Karen. I'm so glad you're willing to do this job. I heard Ina had some unfortunate recession as of late. But a small town like this really needs a free press. Okay. Ina mentioned something along those lines. I handed her a paper and she was about to proceed on my route. Her eyes fell on the headline. Wait a minute, this seems interesting. Oh, the paper? As she skimmed over the front page, a grave expression came over her face. This is very interesting indeed. What do you dug up here? You should be careful though, this is a very small community. She uttered a warning with concern in her voice. I'm just a paper boy. I know, I apologize, it's really interesting. I'm just a paper boy, ma'am. And with these words, we proceed to make our way back towards the council building, until I suddenly recall May's word. Wait, have you seen a little boy somewhere around here? A little boy? She turned around, meaningful expressions appearing on her face. Meaningful expressions? I figured you went into May. Don't worry too much. Little Sigurd always shows up in the end. Okay. There was apparently text, but I didn't get to read it. Oh, it's nighttime. Cool. Though the fortunate may be entitled to status off, my fate is governed by a cruel power. If you want to experience hell on earth, I implore you to take on a paper round. Okay. My hands lacered, my legs buckling. I don't think it's that hard, man. Sigurd! Sigurd, where are you, Sigurd? Please come out, Sigurd! Mom will be very angry. Her voice was reduced to a feeble wail. I hurried in the direction of the sound. Ooh. She's crying. Sigurd still hasn't come back. He's never been away this long. She was teary-eyed, shivered like a newborn calf. Please, Sigurd, Sigurd! And she has pleaded, her voice grew fainter as though the last strength was slipping away. Bro, don't overreact. Until suddenly her eyes, which had been vibrant blue heartbeat ago, turned an ashen white. What the fuck? As a silent murmur escaped her lip. What? What's happening? Is he dying? Please, no. What? She's dying. He's only 5. Please don't take. What do you mean? What's happening? I'm so confused. I'm a lot of prayer reality may have become wholly possessed by paralyzing. Yeah, she's possessed by a demon. Staring into the pale white eyes, I could determine her life as what? A faint light of close is dying out. She's dying? Please, I promise he'll be good. Please let him stay with me. Who? Who are you talking to? The devil? Sigurd! Her knees buckled. I had not been fast enough to catch her. She would be plumped to the ground. As I stood there trying to be my best to keep her upright, I felt her strength gradually return. She almost died. As suddenly as it appeared, the interest disappeared from her body. Oh, she back. She remained silent for a very long time. Wait, I'm sorry. What was happening? Her voice was calm, almost devoid of emotion. I'm sorry, I forgot. Sigurd isn't here anymore. What? How childish for causing the trouble. Wait. Without any further qualification, she disappeared into the night. Wait. So Sigurd was already dead? And she freaked out? Is she that dumb that she... What is this delusional person? I picked up the phone. Oh my god. Where are you? What happened? What? I flinched from the outreach in a voice. Nothing happened. I'm back home from a long day's work. But these boxes, there are still 3 boxes here. That means we have disappointed subscribers. Ina, your job is killing me. I'll be contacting the Civil Labor Board. You better finish this first thing in the morning. I swear if you even have one cancel subscription over this, I've been dogging your pay till Christmas. Chill. Sure, Ina. I don't like you. The catalysm of abuse had ended. She remained quiet for a while before resuming and in a more subdued voice. Please be here early in the morning. We need to deliver the remaining papers before the funders get up to church. Sorry. Sure, Why am I such a douchebag? Why didn't I just deliver all? How could I leave 3 boxes? When Monday finally came, it felt like a welcome respite. I sat in the class, dozing a little, plagued at the time by flashbacks of rabid dogs. A fly apparently came into my headset. It was after class ended. The dark-haired girl approached me out of nowhere. The dark-haired girl? I understand how some are drawing late and that we are all young in our best spirits. I stared at her comprehensively. I'd just like you to know that May is strictly off limits. What? Alarm bells went off in my head. Who the fuck are you? Please tell me what's going on. What? What are you? I have no idea what... Who are you? You think you can lie yourself out of this one? I didn't... Just understand that this is a small community. Rumors travel fast in a place like this. I didn't do shit. If only she realized that romance was the furthest thing from my mind right now. Romance? What the fuck are these guys talking? What am I talking about? She explained to May that her learning disability, that the school board was having trouble placing her in a suitable education. Sorry. For the time being, May was being taught by a small group of church volunteers. Is she stupid or something? Once she realized that I was sympathetic to the situation, her overall stance softened. Together we made our way to the main exit. Huh? It's good to see a new face in school. What? So how are you enjoying the Isle of Abbotsford? My name is Rika, by the way. Rika Cooper. I apologize for not introducing myself sooner. Pleased to meet you. I'm Abe. There's so much going on. Abe Jansen? Oh, I heard about your father would be coming. It's good to know he's finally arrived. You arrived. He should know my dad. He's the pastor in town. I'm afraid we're not a very religious family. Oh, he'll know my dad. I'm sure of it. As he stood there staring at me with a beaming smile, it was if all that prior hostility had completely evaporated. Yeah, she jumped the gun on me. I didn't know what to... She was suddenly like... I think she was calling the devil or something. I wouldn't mind visiting your church someday. I should probably be on my best behavior when dealing with the pastor's daughter. What are these options? I should probably be on my best behavior when dealing with the pastor's daughter, or I wouldn't mind visiting your church someday. Would I mind visiting church though? I think I'll stay away from the pastor's daughter. She seemed crazy. Oh, I've been teased about that more than enough. Religion is a lot less intimidating when you grow up around it, you know. Due to my father's status, people have always treated me like sacrosanct being. But to me, the Bible is just a mysterious storybook. Ooh, okay. A faraway glance appeared in her eyes. Oh, hello. I always loved to read about the fantastic creatures like the behemoth and the living... Oh, the behemoth is cool. Heard about the Mothman? She began to recite. The Mothman is cool. I have seen a great light in the sea. What? You may have seen the eyes of Leviathan, for the eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. When Leviathan is hungry, he emits the fiery breath from his mouth and causes the waters to the deep to boil. What? She let a significant squeal of delight. This is a very weird conversation to have with a new friend. Isn't it exciting? I wonder what Leviathan felt like, submerged all alone in pitch black darkness. You are really weird. She ran her finger through her flaxen hair. Oh my god. And then just a quiet chord erupted in victory clamor. No laudering during club time. I need you in my office right now. Yeah, get me away. Yeah. Get me away from this girl. And I'm not on a school paper. It's not a school paper, it's an independent paper with 2,000 paid subscribers. Okay. Come, Abe, follow me. Thank you. That was a weird girl. I'd never want to talk to her again. Hello. Afraid she may ignite an irritated fury of my performance during the weekend, I timidly wait for her to begin speaking. Her initial outburst, however, appeared to have been transient to nature. She was just sitting there paging through a heavy book. Why'd you need me in your office? After what felt like an eternity, she began to speak. Yeah, why'd you need me in your office? Tell me. You noticed the crickets yesterday? What? I assume no answer was... The crickets? The crickets sing during July and August. It's a sound they make to attract potential mates. I think I heard them chirping last night. What? This year something isn't right. Their song tapered off a bit in September, but you know they are at a full force again. I'm doing the research on an article is short and will ask you to take over some other duties. Wait. I will need you to cover the weekly progress section this week. The what now? The weekly progress is a recurring edition in which we write something about the local event or inhabitant of the town. Okay. Sadly, I inherited it from the previous editor-in-chief. It's a community favorite, so I haven't been able to cut it yet. Okay. But never mind, it's only 300 words. You can write about anything or anyone you see around town. Seems perfectly suited for you. I haven't agreed to any of this. If you want to keep your job, you'll have to be a team player. Oh, you fucking bitch. Does that mean I'll be paid for this? Don't get any ideas. She returned to her book. Fuck you. Assuming I was no longer needed, I excused myself. Yeah, let me leave. But on my way at the door, she called after me. Okay. Say, that girl you were talking to, Rika, what about her? What did she say to you? She summoned Satan right in front of me. Nothing much. She approached me in the hallway. Apparently her family are involved with religion. Her father is one of the most powerful figures in town, the leader of the church, Abbotsford. Oh. Whatever that means. Ina stared at me with an intense gaze. I want you to befriend Rika. If you get close to her, we'll be privy to throw from information the sordid power structures within the community. What? Well, so many... I don't want to be fucking friends with her. Wouldn't that be a pretty underhand reason for befriending someone? I hate her. You're a journalist now. You have to play the game in order to get the bottom of the things. Bro, I legit said I don't want to be with her. I don't want to talk to her. She's weird. So will you do this for me? Oh... I thought I was just a paper boy. I think I have no option. I think if I thought I was a paper boy, she's gonna be like, please. So I'll just befriend her, yeah. But I hate her. Look at how eager you become now that the pretty girl is involved. Shut the fuck up. I ignored her unwarranted. Yeah, ignore it. There was something strange Rika said. I believe she called this place the Isle of Abbot. Does that make sense to you? The Isle of Abbot? That's just a phrase the old people use. It's an interesting tale. Do you know this town was once surrounded by miles and miles of water? What? This place? You can't be serious. You couldn't be farther from the sea down here. What? She sighed. You may have not noticed how the village of Abbotsford lies slightly elevated above the surrounding fields. No, not really. Well, let me show you the map. Okay, please do. She browsed around her phone for a while before handing it to me. Look at it situated as it is today. You can see the town of Abbotsford down there, surrounded by her sprawling farmland of... Ooh, okay. However, it didn't always look like this. The Marshfolder is an artificial island constructed during the first half of the 20th century. It was initially compressed way to meet the rising demand of housing and farmland. Okay. Nerd. The lake used to be an inland sea, but they built a great dam to the north, severing the connection through the ocean. These were the times of unfettered process. The national government didn't shy away from major development projects. Okay. The extent of a large area of water proceeding to the pumpage right as how the stretched land was formed would become the Marshfolder. Okay, she took her phone bag and called up a different map. Ooh, this is what it looked like before 1942. As you can see, there's no sign of the Marshfolder yet. The Lake of Ale was still inland sea. And Abbotsford was an island. It was indeed. A few greybeards around here might still recall the day when the last of the water was pumped out, and their homestead was in Isle no more. Oh, okay. Ina put away her phone, returned to her book, softly muttering to herself, "You fucking loser, bitch, didn't know that." The insect chirping can hear it even here. I wonder if they entered the second mating season. Maybe Splenger was right. Who the fuck is Splenger? I left the office quietly. Yeah, leave. I hate all these people. One is delusional, one is crazy, and one is a nerd. Stop. As I walked back to my home, I preoccupied exploring all the different strategies I could employ to restore my cherished life. I considered staying in my aunt's house until I be able to find a place of my own that I could find a comfortable bridge to sleep under. Bridge? I was so preoccupied with my thoughts that I didn't notice a familiar figure approaching. And who might that be? Oh, it's the crazy one. Hi there, come to Stones with me? I leapt back when I realized who it was. Sorry, I'm not allowed to talk to you. You're crazy. What, are you joking? Who said that? That Cooper girl concerned me after class. She had a childish giggle. Okay. Rika, she's just teasing you. Please come to the Stones with me. I guess, I don't know. Well, if this is like Doki Doki. Like, there's 3 girls and you choose one. I don't know. And she seems crazy, but the other one seems crazy too. So I followed her along a short country trail which led us to an opening in trees, and I want to make that Ruka girl mad. In the center stood massive megaflies, partly buried in the ground. The surroundings seemed well maintained. Why? That's annoying. Do you see the giant stones? There are many of them scattered across the island. Okay. I like to come here whenever I'm sad. They warm me up inside. Oh my god, what the fuck is on? She was right. When I placed my hand on the rocks, I could feel the emanate of radiant heat. Though I figured this was likely due to exposure to the midday sun. Yeah, I would think that too. So you're feeling sad right now? She blushed. No, no. Why did you blush? Actually, I come here every night. It's not from farm, you know. It's so far from the farm. Oh, I can't read. She gave me a tour of the archaeological site, leading me around the megaliths at least 3 times. Oh, so she's dumb. After she confirmed that we have studied stones from every possible angle, she drew my attention to a small placard. She appeared to have difficulty deciphering writing. She looked up at me. Oh, so you can't read. Hey, what does that say? I bent over to look at the text, which appeared perfectly legible to me. I began to read. Swiftband culture. I decided to read on, not questioning her curious display of illiteracy. It says here that the 2 stones were erected by an ancient civilization. They used them as grave mounds and a place to weaken sonic diets. She was staring at me with a captive expression in her eyes. Please read more, read more. Oh, you can't read, you fucking dumb idiot. The Swiftband lived here between 70 and 50 years ago. The early Nephilim were the early agrarian society that had livestock but also resorted to hunting at times. The stones that megaphys were made of are native to the region but were brought here from Scandinavian during the Ice Ages. Okay, that means they were carried here by large sheets of glacial ice. When the sail ice ended about 130,000 years ago, the rocks and debris that were caught in the ice stayed behind. May was starting off into the distance, making fear for a second that she would revert into a mysterious episode again, like on the night after I first met her. Yeah, that was weird, but she remained fully aware. And then she began to speak. Isn't that a beautiful thought? When the Swiftband people found the stones, they had been lying here for more than 100,000 years. The centuries since then have passed in more than a heartbeat. Okay. She erupted in a smile as bright as the setting sun. It makes me so happy to think that these stones will be standing here another 100,000 years. They probably won't. Have you seen society? People who move kingdoms will fall, but these stones will remain. It'll be likely nothing has really changed. Okay. I couldn't say it was reassuring, though I welcome at the time, as it put my own growing problems somewhat into perspective. These stones will remain here long after I recover from bankruptcy, long after the burden of my part-time job, under my spine, long after seeking legacy and the godforsaken backtown water. Yeah, I know. Where a couple of oversized rocks were considered for some reason a major tourist attraction. That's cool too. When night fell, I brought May back to her parents' farm. As we walked in silence, I clutched my book tightly under my arm. My gaze wandered off into the fields, these endless fields of improvised green that tapered around of nothingness. And I thought to myself how straight they were, endued with a perfect geometric flatness, and though they had been carefully sleeked down by the troll of obsessive god. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, my dogs are barking. Danger, nice, perfect. What? Danger, nice, perfect? Part 2, Adam. Can we pause? Can we pause? So that was chapter 1 of Deluge. I liked it. I will keep going on this game because I think it's cool. I like the story so far. It's kind of a cool story. I don't know where they're going with it, but I kind of think it's cool, and I will keep going with it. I will make a part 2 of it. So if you wouldn't mind, I hope I'll see you in the next video of Deluge, and I hope you'll be back. See it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye.